Well, good morning, guys. This is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA. It is April the 4th, 2017 at 9:29 a.m. Central Standard Time, I think, or close. Temperature right now is about 72 degrees, perfect. And I'm cruising down the highway. I'm going to go to Wally World and get gas and see what kind of gas mileage I'm getting. Right now on the gauge, on the thing, it shows I'm getting 24.1, but that's not usually all that correct. Sometimes they're off a mile or two, but if I'm getting 22, I'm just fine and dandy. I guarantee you, in my 2017 Dodge Ram pickup. For those of you that just fell into this channel, like falling into the little tunnel or hole that Alice in Wonderland fell into. My name is Rusty. My channel is Rusty 78609. I have full-time RV'd for 20 plus years in a travel trailer. And I live in a travel trailer right now, a 26-foot Jayco J-Flight bunkhouse on some property in Central Texas, USA that I own, and I have a little patio and metal cover, and it's perfect for me. But I also went camping in a Toyota Prius for about 4.5 to 5 years, and I enjoyed that, and I did a lot of videos on both of those. So if you're interested in full-time RVing or camping in a car, a Prius, well, check out my playlists on my channel homepage. My latest adventure is buying a 13-foot Scamp fiberglass travel trailer, which I will pick up in November. It takes them 8 months to build it. They're they're 8 months sold out. And I'm on Park Road 4 in Central Texas, which goes by Inks Lake State Park. It also goes by Longhorn Caverns, and then it intersects with Highway 281 and goes into Marble Falls, Texas, and that's where I'm headed. So, but anyway, I had a comment, and thank y'all all for your comments. You know, I mean, I know you're just trying to help this poor old man, and I appreciate it, because I can use all the help I can get. And anyway, so I had a comment. I got a sneeze coming on. I feel it. Okay, have you ever had a sneeze coming on? and it won't quite sneeze, you know what I mean? How aggravating. I'm in between sneezing, you know what I mean? But anyway, there was a comment left by a viewer that I'll respond to that'll make a nice little video, I think, because some others may have the same questions. And what he asked 3 or 4 questions. One of them was, why did I start RVing? Well, actually, it all started in about 1992, 93, in that range. I was living in a travel trailer in Buckhannon Dam, Texas, renting it because it was cheap, and I didn't have much money at that time. I had some, I just didn't want to spend it. So, then I went in the U.S. Peace Corps in 1994, in like March, I think, 1994. Went to Mongolia for 2 years. Great experience. I may expand on that. I've done videos about it before. But when I came back from the U.S. Peace Corps, 1995, they give you a little exit money. You know, when you get out, they give you, I don't know, $5,000 or $6,000, whatever it was. But anyway, it was enough. I bought me a used RV because I had a pickup at home to tow it with, a 79 Chevrolet automatic 350 gas haul. So I bought the RV, and so that's, why did I get an RV? Well, again, it was a cheap way to live, and it was a way to live without much stuff, and I had been in a country where people didn't have much stuff for a couple of years, and I liked it. I got addicted to it, I guess you'd say. I enjoyed it. So I bought the RV and I went out and lived in the Big Bend area on Terlingua Ranch, Big Bend National Park area in West Texas for a while, and I liked it. And then he says, the next question he had was, why did you continue? You know, like, why didn't I go back to renting a house or an apartment or whatever? I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I didn't have any real need to. I didn't want to, so I guess that's two good reasons, needs and wants. If you don't need to and you don't want to, then that's a good reason, or two good reasons, actually. And I enjoyed it. It was it's addictive. It is. I mean, you know, you get used to moving around with no anchor, and for me, I like that. I like being able to just unhook my RV, because I was staying in RV parks mostly then, and state parks, some national parks, but not much boondocking every now and then, because it was hard to dry camp in the RV that I had then, because I had no solar and the battery would only run the refrigerator for about a day. Believe it or not, even when the refrigerator's on propane, it uses power. So I continued because it became a habit. Says, why this lifestyle over others? Well, I think I've touched on that in the other answers, but it's just a feeling of, for me, of, I don't know, freedom. I don't know, is freedom a word? I think, you know, there's a Janis Joplin song that says, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Freedom ain't nothing, but it's free. I think that's it. It's, I don't know. For me, it just worked for me. I've always had that little bit of wanderlust in me, and I know this video is probably a little shaky. And for those of you that watch it first, before I can go in and edit it, which will be a couple of hours because I got some things to do, you're going to see it a little shaky. But you know, later on it'll be straightened out by YouTube when I get to their little edit. So, why no caravan RVing with others? In other words, why not go with clubs or groups? I'm not a grouper. I'm a kind of lone wolf. I love people. I enjoy being around them, and I guarantee you I will talk to anybody if they will stand still long enough to listen to my voice. So, but as far as, you know, congregation type things, I don't do that. I never have. Even when I was a child, I didn't, and I don't now. And you know, I can't. Why? It's just the way I am. I mean, my makeup is such that I don't enjoy being around people, because what I find in some cases, you know, they whine a lot. You know, like, you know, maybe not always, but it just seems like. It seems like they can't handle it, you know what I mean? And they got to be in a group, so they've got that group support. I don't need that support system. Where did Carpe Diem, when did Carpe Diem become part of your belief system? Well, you know, I don't really have a, quote, belief system other than I believe in me, okay? I believe if I don't get off my ass and do something, then nothing gets done. And I believe it's up to you. There's no one out there going to help you do anything. You know, they might lend some support, but by and large, you are on your own in this universe. And if you can't deal with that, then you're going to live a miserable, depressed life. You know, you know, just different strokes for different folks. But Carpe Diem means, it's a Latin phrase for seize the day. In other words, go for it, so to speak. That actually became part of my repertoire in probably the middle 80s, because there was a fellow I associated myself with that was really motivated, and he was always, quote, going for it, you know what I mean? And later on, I got interested in Latin. I was going to learn some of the Latin language. So I started reading up on Latin legal phrases and other things. and I ran across the phrase carpe diem. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right or not. It doesn't matter. I know what it means to me. Yeah, seize the day. See, some people say seize the moment, but diem means day. So carpe diem means seize the day, and that's just part of my way of thinking. I mean, I just believe you should, because it's up to you. I mean, if you get home and you say you've had a bad day, whose fault was it? It wasn't anybody else's. It was yours. Your fault. If there's anything out there that's not going your way, then you either got to change it or forget about it, because sitting around moaning about it ain't going to get shit done. Whenever you're in a situation that you got to work your way out of, look at your options, be positive, and go forward. That's it. Or you can be negative and sit and suck your thumb or do whatever you do, and you're not going to go anywhere. You're just going to sit and be miserable. And unfortunately, some people choose that path, and then they want somebody else to come along, like the government, and help them. Well, and we're going that direction, because we have more and more people that are unable to cope, or choose not to cope, or choose not to fit in, or choose not to follow the rules and all that stuff. But anyway, this is Highway 281 in Central Texas. This is a major little highway here, and it's about 10 miles, I think, actually it's 9 miles to Marble Falls. And Marble Falls population about 6,000 people. Central Texas, I chose this location. I looked at West Texas around Big Bend, Alpine, Fort Davis, Marfa, and they're really nice. They really are. I could have lived out there very easily, because I love the climate. The year-round climate is just perfect for me. But it's very remote, and I've got 2 sons and a grandson, even though I don't see them that often. I did get to see my oldest son this past weekend. He came by, and Saturday we went and had lunch, which is good. And but that doesn't happen often, because he's got a job and a life, and he lives about an hour and a half drive from where I live. And on the weekends, he's got his things he likes to do, and same way with my grandson and my other son. My youngest boy lives in Dallas or Arlington. My grandson lives in Round Rock, and they all have a life. Do I expect them to come visit me all the time? No. If we lived in the same town, it would be convenient. They could drop by every now and then. We'd sit and have a beer or something. But it's not that way. Get over it. But coming down the pipe, folks, it'll happen. On Saturday, I'm going to go look at, I know I said casita in that video that I posted earlier today a couple of times, when I should have said scamp, but, get used to it. It's probably going to get worse. But I'm going to go Saturday to near Austin and see a 2016 13-foot scamp. It has the same layout that I'm going to buy. I think may have a roof air, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I can visualize not having that pretty easily. But it's got the new type roof fan, and I'm looking forward to doing that, because that will update my mind so that I can visualize perfectly what I'm faced with. Because there's some things that have to happen. I have to measure the height of the travel trailer so I can match it up with my deck. I also need to measure the tongue height so that it matches up with my truck. Okay. And check the rear window to be sure that I can fit a 5,000 BTU air conditioner in that opening, or look at my air conditioning options, since I didn't order the Scamp with an air conditioner. I didn't order a furnace either, but one of those little buddy things will cook you. In fact, they will cook you. I haven't used a little buddy, but I've used something similar years ago to heat my 26-foot RV, and hell, it'll cook you. I mean, The only thing I don't remember is how much fuel it used and how quickly it used it. But anyway, guys, this is old Rusty, old Central Texas Madness himself. And the diamond, I've got a new diamond now. I've got a new diamond. The new diamond is going camping in the truck. And we can polish on that for a while, because I checked this morning and that Ozark cot tent is 6'6". Well, the bed of my truck is 6'4". So I'll have to put it at an angle probably to make it work. Is that a problem? No. All you do is just overcome. That's it. Adapt, overcome. You know, when I was in the Peace Corps, they used to say be flexible. Same thing. It just means adapt. Adapt to change. Be receptive to change. If something changes, then you change. And don't wait 6 years to do it. Do it in 6 seconds. Quick, move. Anyway, and later on I'm going to go check the mail. Probably won't get anything today since I got a lot yesterday, but who knows? We'll check. Oh, also I've got a new way to contact me. You know, not only can you contact me through the mail at Rusty, just send a letter to Rusty to P.O. Box 1446, Kingsland, Texas 78639. Or I've got a new option now. I hope it works, and I hope I'm giving you the right info. I think I am. I checked. I've had a PayPal account for years, and the account is called Rusty78609, just like my YouTube channel, Rusty78609 at youtube.com, and that'll get you in there. And if you want to fund this channel, you can do it that way. If you don't want to fool with anything else. And the fan funding, it's not much, but I got to tell you, all that money enables me to save some nickels. And what will I do with it? Well, I got to make a down payment on that scam when I pick it up, or arrange financing. So I'll use it for that. Don't worry, I'll use it for something, camping or whatever. So having said that, guys, I'm coming into Marble Falls, Texas now, and if I can reach up here far enough, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye USA, make when you can. Drink plenty of water. Take deep breaths, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth several times a day. Why? It relieves stress, or it helps. It makes you feel better. It really does. Try it right now. Stretch, walk. Stretch and walk, that's a big deal. Again, drink plenty of water. 3 quarts a day won't hurt you. You may pee like a racehorse or 2 or 3 peckered possum, but you'll feel better. It'll keep you alive. Now, the reason I want to keep all you folks alive is because y'all have become my extended family, and I know we can aggravate each other, but that's the way families do. So, not intentionally, but it can be done. But having said all that, keep your health so we can enjoy the rest of our life in peace and harmony, and we'll go camping and do all kinds of stuff. Ain't much telling what I'm going to come up with. Anybody that would go in the Peace Corps to Mongolia, he's not afraid of change. So here I am at the gas station. I guess I'll wait till I get in here to stop this thing. Okay, another thing, whenever you're driving a pickup as opposed to a Prius is so easy to maneuver and get in and out of places. And in the pickup, you have to be a little bit more aware of where you are, because even though it turns a lot quicker than I thought. In other words, the turning radius is pretty small. Okay, we're here, guys. This is Walmart Murphy gas pumps, and I'm turning this thing off. Anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Adios. Bye-bye.